Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Taiko World Cup 2021. I am Mangamizer, joined with me, my good friend Teasel. How are you doing today?
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Yeah, I'm doing really great, and I'm very excited to see the start of TWC 2021. We have a really great match between Italy and New Zealand. Kicking off with, I think, a wall group. Oh no.
Well,
Yeah, coming from Group E, so getting that one started off.
yeah, on the side of Team Italy, one of the top-seeded teams of the tournament. A lot of eyes on them. We've got team captain Ikun. He's backed up by Coed, Lord Ender, Deku, and A40. Very strong roster overall. And over on the New Zealand side, we've got Sparks, who's apparently floating in Europe somewhere. And he's joined by Bois, Arlie, and Blue Jay. So, what do you think the outcome's gonna be for this match?
I think most people can probably agree that Italy will most likely be taking the match here, but I think it would be interesting if New Zealand could take a point or two off of them. Looking back at last year, New Zealand they had a pretty strong combination with Sparks and Bois. Bois being a four-digit, they pulled out a lot of plays that were quite unexpected, and they performed incredibly well on just everything. So maybe since it's kind of been a year, they can come back and kind of perform even better. But with New Zealand also having two extra new players, yeah, it's just interesting to maybe have a look at how they split everything up and specialize in everything.
Hey, this is the world stage. Anything's possible, right?
Absolutely.
So a couple changes to this year's format. I think the major change is that we won't be having warm-ups this year, which allows us to get right into the action without any further delay.
Yeah, it does take away a little bit of flavor that you get to see from the teams at the very beginning when they kind of put their own spin on everything. You see the kind of songs and the maps that they create or decide to throw out there for everyone and the world to see. But yeah, it does save in a bit of time, and yeah, for those that don't really care too much about warm-ups, this is a welcome change.
Yeah, I do agree, though. It does take away a bit of that community sort of spirit and drive. But anyway, it looks like our roles are in and we have bans. So I believe Italy has banned HR1, which is Libertas, probably targeting Sparks' strong HR performance. And from the side of New Zealand, we have a ban on No Mod 4, Parasite, which is the gimmick map of the tournament.
I find this Italy ban a little surprising because everyone knows Sparks is a really, really good hidden player. If there's a map, he'll probably try to set a good hidden score on it. So I guess that suggests Italy feel quite confident on the hiddens.
And locking into the first pick of the match, we have Energy Tricks, mapped by Fapita, one of the custom maps of the tournament. I'm actually happy that this got picked first.
Yeah, this is actually a really good map, one of the custom-made ones. This is kind of targeted towards being an anti-mod pick. However, since it is a free mod after all, at least one mod does need to be played by each team.
So you did say Sparks was a very strong hidden player, so maybe we'll see him picking a mod. On the side of Italy, I would not be surprised if we see Ikun with Hidden Hard Rock and Deku supporting with either Hidden or Hard Rock. Probably. Oh, I'm sure he can play both. Although, one of the rules that carried over from last year, for those in the Twitch chat audience who are unfamiliar, is that you can't have duplicate mods. So this was a rule introduced last year, which prevented teams from going double Hard Rock, double Hidden, or double Hidden Hard Rock on free mods. And it encourages just a bit of diversity, and I think it's a really nice change.
Yeah, as well as encouraging diversity, I feel that as it kind of shows the spread of a country's kind of ability as a team to kind of perform on absolutely everything. Because some countries may just kind of have like an incredibly strong hard rock, but just not be anywhere near as strong at hidden. So that kind of compensates for that a little bit.
Yeah, like you said, this is the anti-mod. Although on the day of the showcase, people were complaining about how this was going to be super easy on both mods. So I'm actually quite eager to see how people are going to do on this.
It is only group stage after all. Just keep ramping up the difficulty as the stages go on and see how long they keep complaining for.
Right out the gate, we have an early miss from Sparks. Oh, was there a roster change? I didn't even notice the roster change. A40's playing.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. And no hidden hard rock to start out.
Surprisingly, New Zealand with the early lead.
Yeah, despite the mod advantage Italy has, just being a bit lower down in the accuracy and that miss there helping New Zealand stay barely in the lead.
Yeah. New Zealand with the slight early lead, but actually Italy's A40 finding a bit of trouble with the accuracy here and missing again on the slow hidden section, although he does trade with Sparks.
Does look like Sparks tanked that a little harder than A40. Deku absolutely just destroying this map though. Really good accuracy from the hard rock. But we are coming to the very high SV section now, so we'll see if he can continue to hold.
Right, no one misses on the burst. It's a close one, but looks like Italy will be taking the first break point of the match.
So we have both of our hidden players finding misses throughout the map, but we do have the Deku and Hard Rock FCing along with Blue Jay on Nomad.
Yeah, Deku really carried hard here. 11 100s on HR with 1.048 million score.
And unfortunately for New Zealand, that was a break point as well. We're going to Italy's pick now. And strangely, they are picking directly into what appears to be kind of New Zealand's kind of strength, going for the slow hidden.
Oh, I am very eager to see how teams do on this one.
It's quite a different map from what you'd normally expect from a Hidden 2. Normally you'd kind of expect the whole thing to be kind of slow, but this one kind of switches up and has a mixture of fast and slow and some very slow.
Yes, I jokingly call this the 20 BPM hidden map, which is technically not true, but it does approach really low SV towards the end of the map. But yeah, this is more of a accuracy test and SV reading. Definitely very different to any of the hiddens we've seen in past years, especially in group stage.
Alright, and so far it looks like we're not going to be having any roster changes from either team.
So obviously, I know you're a player and all that, so feel free to not answer. But what do you think of the hidden two on this stage? Actually, like, what? How do you feel about like the map in general?
As the map itself, I think it fits quite well into the stage actually. And as you say, it is quite different from the traditional Hidden 2 that we've seen in previous years. And I kind of think that's a bit of a welcome change. Because personally, when it's just nothing but just kind of plain slow hidden, it can just be kind of boring, honestly. So just kind of having a mix of everything in there just makes the map a lot more engaging, a lot more exciting to play and to watch.
Ooh, I'm sure you've just made a lot of people angry there.
Well, I'm the one sitting in this seat, so yeah. I understand that probably one of the few people that feel that way, though.
Yeah, looks like we do have the roster change from New Zealand.
All right, seeing Arlie come in for the first time.
Oh, we can see people ghost tapping the intro 120 BPM hidden. Everyone's accuracy is suffering. Oh no, Arlie! It looks
Arlie
like New
really-
Zealand doesn't. It looks like New Zealand doesn't have a second hidden player.
Yeah, with this sort of map, once you kind of fall out of the rhythm of it, it's so difficult to get back into it.
Ah, that's really rough.
Spark's also picking up a miss.
But props to Arlie for showing up. Someone's got to take the bullet for the team.
We do have this section here of higher SV, and it does look like they're much more comfortable playing this. Struggling with accuracy a little bit, but getting there.
Yeah, hidden is just one of those mods that if you don't play it, it takes a bit of time to learn how to play it, and if you don't play hidden, then you just can't do it. It's just one of those things.
If we look over to the other side, though, we can see both Italian players full comboing with 99%.
Well done, Teasel. You just have to say that.
Sorry about that.
I'd say that was a pretty good pick from Italy.
Yeah, definitely. They've won that by a pretty decent margin. So that is unfortunate about the fail there coming from Arlie.
Oh my god, look at that score difference between Sparks and Deku. It's like
Oh
450
wow.
points.
A40 has appeared to have shaken off the nerves and pulled out a very nice full combo though. But we are going back to New Zealand now, and they have picked Anomaly, no mod 1.
Don't you just think this song is so foreboding? It's so like so much dread.
Yeah. I don't really know what else to say about it. Much more technical map compared to all the others in this stage. Also focusing a little bit on a bit on lower SV as well, so I'll test players' ability on that too.
So Anomalies by Noisia, which is one of O's featured artists. This map actually was part of a beat map competition, the Taiko Japanese beat map competition Light Edition, I believe, and this map was voted as the best map in that competition. So it is really something special. I think, if I recall correctly, everyone voted this like a 90 or above or something out of 100 or something like 80 something, and then there's just one person who just didn't like this map at all. Probably because he couldn't play it.
Yeah, this is honestly, in my opinion, one of those maps you either love or you hate it, so I don't blame that person at all. Yeah, when you do come across a map and in the description you see that it's part of a Japanese mapping tournament, you know it's going to be a very high quality map.
I think we've had a couple maps from Japanese tournaments in past years. Beat mapping tournaments. I think Leviathan from last year, which was very universally well received, was also a winner of a contest. I could be wrong though. So, and then we had Sakuzio Lai as well from 2019 in HR, which was also very liked.
So it does look like we're seeing roster changes from both teams this time. We have Arlie swapping in for Blue Jay and Deku swapping out for Ikun.
So what do you think that image is supposed to be?
I've always just kind of assumed it's some kind of like black hole or something, or you know, like an eclipse. That's what it's called. One of those. Is there an actual answer, or
I don't know.
it's just a theory?
You just look into the abyss. If you stare too long into the abyss looks back at you. You know. All right. Wow. Oh my God. Everyone missing on that except for Sparks. That SV slowdown, that rhythm slowdown on the K pattern.
Yeah, it's I wasn't expecting so many misses to be found there, to be honest. But yeah, will make the match way more exciting. New Zealand barely staying in the lead with now flicking back to Italy, but it's just so close.
Yeah, even though Italy had 2 misses, they're really their accuracy is really helping them out there. Although the A40 just dropped a bunch of accuracy, which made the lead flip over back to New Zealand, but as soon as I said that, Sparks missed, which meant the lead flipped over back on the Italy side. Oh, that burst catching Blue Jay off.
Yeah, those misses coming from New Zealand giving Italy a pretty decent lead for now. We're only about halfway through the map though.
Alright, another slowdown. And it does catch off 2 players, A40 and Sparks.
A40 picking up another miss as well.
I don't think it's enough. I think Ikun's accuracy is just keeping them afloat here.
Yeah, despite those misses, that's such an insane accuracy. Especially managing to maintain that over so many snapping changes.
You know, I'm actually surprised how well New Zealand is doing. They're keeping pace with Italy on
definitely
most parts. Like I expected this to be a completely one-sided match, to be honest. But like, I mean, while Italy is still winning 3-0, like actually New Zealand scores aren't that far behind.
Blue Jay, being the lowest ranked player in the lobby at the moment, actually having the lowest miss count.
Score V2 moment.
We do love score V2.
All right, given that Italy did so well on Hidden 2, I think it would be logical for them to pick Hidden 1. Just throwing that out there.
That would make the most sense, although I personally find that the difference between kind of like your Hidden 1s and your Hidden 2 is just so great, and remembering back to Hidden 2, Arlie was still actually able to hit most of kind of the normal SV sort of stuff pretty okay, so maybe they're just so much more confident on Hidden 1, and yeah, maybe Italy could be making a mistake by picking it.
Or they could pick DT1, which is an absolute banger of a song.
Yeah, if you're good at accuracy, it's a very, very strong map for your team to be able to pick. And looking at Ikun's accuracy on No Mod 1, that could also be a possibility.
Oh, someone in the Twitch chat actually pointed out something hilarious, which is on HR2, the artist, there's Sophie Twilight, Akari Amano. There's actually a space between Twilight and the comment, which I find really funny.
It's just bumping up the character count.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, the artist is so long, you can't even see the name of the song. Anyway,
So they completely defy our expectations and go with no mod 2 instead, something a bit more based on consistency.
Personally, in my opinion, the hardest map in the pool, at least in terms of raw difficulty.
Not sure if I 100% agree with you there.
I would say it's the most demanding map. That's my opinion, though. I mean, I guess it depends on your skill set.
I guess if you put it in terms of like demanding, then yeah, definitely. It is fairly non-stop with not really many breaks at all.
When's the last time you saw an AR-10 CS2 map?
It's I probably haven't seen one before, actually.
Fruko in the chat asks about bathroom breaks during matches, and I believe there's something called a tactical timeout that has been around since CWC 2020, which teams can use to basically go, hang on a minute, I actually really need to go pee. And so you can just call for a 2-minute timeout, and so you can just go do any business that you need to do.
I do believe you can only call it once per match, though. Or is it once per team per match?
I think it's once per team per match. You'd have to check the wiki for that. But yeah.
Blue Jay finding a really unfortunate string of misses in a stream there. Everyone else holding on incredibly well. Deku with the double S so far.
Yeah, we can really see sort of Italy's strength, which is their performance on higher skill maps. And they're just maintaining excellent accuracy. Although Deku does find a couple axe drops on that doublet. But we can definitely see New Zealand struggling with accuracy. And we have this mega stream. No one drops. Oh no, Blue Jay.
Deku at the beginning of it, I was thinking that they were going to tank the whole thing. But they did manage to recover, though. Does look like Blue Jay is struggling a little bit when it comes down to the 1-6 burst, which at this speed can be pretty difficult.
That's a really convincing win for Italy there. A40 with the only S rank in the room. Sparks following with 1 miss, although Deku does beat him in score by virtue of having better accuracy.
So this now puts Italy into match point, and if we're going to want to see New Zealand take this match, we're going to have to see a complete reverse sweep and also a tiebreaker. So for everyone watching, we're going to need to see some support for New Zealand, so get your types in there and whatnot.
So what are New Zealand's exports? I know they export kiwis apparently, and
the bird or
land?
the fruit?
The fruit.
The people?
No. No, absolutely not. But yeah, they have the fruit, and so if you want to give New Zealand your support, you can definitely spam a few fruits in the chat. I don't know. Normally we do that for some countries. I feel like they have very iconic. What's the word?
I don't know what word you're trying to come up with, but I get what you mean. Just kind of like a very kind of iconic thing about them. Yes.
All right.
Anyway,
New Zealand going for the map that's so long that we don't even know what the name of the map is.
on the stream we can see though at the very bottom right it is QT Ladies.
No, that's not correct. It's
That's
plus,
not correct.
It's plus Cutie Ladies plus brackets DJ me dash co remix. Close
Sorry
brackets.
about that.
Get it right.
I'll learn for next time.
You have to spell this name correctly in its entirety if you pick it in the match.
So it does look like New Zealand are going to be going for the strategy of, well, Italy banned Hard Rock 1, so we're going to go with Hard Rock 2 and hope that they're also bad at that one.
Yeah, from a tactical standpoint, it makes sense. I will say most people actually, judging from the comments from most players, people said this song grew on them. And while, like the map pool selectors, we were quite worried that like people would get really annoyed by the song because it is a little repetitive. But then actually people really like it. So, you know, it turned out to be okay. So starting off with a few offbeat sections.
Yeah, this map overall is a fairly comfortable one. While it is a bit faster, 200 BPM, and a bit higher in the OD as well. Yeah, if you're able to kind of consistently be able to play this, then it should be a fairly easy map for the players.
Harley finding a couple early drops. Oh, miss from Deku there, but I don't think it's going to matter too much because look at his crazy accuracy, 99.73% and rising.
Yeah, A40 and Sparks also not too far behind, still within 99 range. Arlie struggling a little bit more though.
I apologize if I'm not saying much. I'm just enjoying the song. It's grown on me. I just want to listen to the choo choo choo. But yeah, this is looking very solidly in Italy's favor, unless something catastrophic happens.
There's always time.
Hey, anything can happen. New Zealand really is giving it their all, though. But yeah, can't quite match up to Italy's skill cap.
Yeah, New Zealand is not a very prominent country in taiko. That doesn't mean that they can't step up and do their best. And it's also important to note, I don't think we mentioned this, but in this group, Italy are the top seed and New Zealand are the bottom seed. So they're some of the teams with the biggest gaps in this tournament in terms of kind of like player ranks and that. So it kind of makes sense that Italy has taken this victory and swept New Zealand. However, there is still a chance for New Zealand in their other two matches, which will be tomorrow on Sunday morning at UTC times.
Yeah, I mean, if they can beat France or China, then they're through to the next stage. And honestly, looking at some of the scores, I wouldn't count them out yet. I mean, they have a couple clear weaknesses, like hidden 2, for instance. We don't talk about that, but I mean, some of their other scores, like Anomaly, is actually surprisingly close to Italy, I would say. So
Absolutely,
I would not count them out, and we'll definitely be seeing them again later on. But yeah, for the winner of the first match for the TBC 2021 group stage will be Italy, securing their first win in their group. Also, I completely forgot to talk about Deku's score, which was 1/100, which is like, what the heck? Like, oh my god, like, are you human?
Oh, well, there's still 2 other opportunities there for Deku to play that map during the weekend, so maybe we'll see Double S come out. So I do believe that the next match will be Taiwan versus Australia, starting 23 minutes from that. So I guess the stream will most likely stay up, and we'll be taking a short break, I assume, and be coming back in that time.
Yeah, just enjoy the music and, enjoy the new visuals. They look fantastic.
They just get better and better every year. I'm always blown away by them.
Yep, join us in a little under 25 minutes for Taiwan, Australia, which is the high and low seed of the tournament, so the middle range. I think that match could be quite competitive.